Hello YouTube divers, this is WaterDive122 and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Coda of Soda. We're finally here today bringing you guys the big soda ranking of all the sodas I have reviewed on this series thus far. And let me tell you, this list was very, very difficult for me to put together because all these sodas aren't terrible. None of them are terrible. But I have specific reasons why I put one over another. Most of the reasons I have covered in my respective review videos of these sodas. So I'm just basically going to say the name of the soda and why it's here. Like 2 points on why it is and where it is. Since we've got 27 sodas here to rank, we've got to do this quickly. So here we go. Number 27 is the Syndrome Mundet Apple Soda, Mexico's most popular soda, according to the web. My main issues with this one is that I'm not really a huge fan of apple-flavored drinks in general, like apple juice and apple cider. And really, all in all, it's just too tangy for my personal liking. So it has to come in here last, I'm afraid. Number 26, I'm going to go with Burst. It mainly tastes more like a medicine drink compared to a bubblegum flavored soda. Like, if you like bubblegum flavored sodas, then that's totally fine. You might like this, but it is the taste is just way too strong for my personal liking. So number 26 is Burst. Number 25, I'm gonna go with Sangria Señorial. It has a very short-term flavor. Not really a huge fan of sparkling or alcohol or non-alcoholic wines. I know my brother likes those drinks a lot, but I personally do not. So Sangria Señorial has to come in here, number 25. Number 24, I'm going to go with Dr. Enough. Exactly the same thing, except it has way too much citrus flavor and it's lacking in overall fizziness. So number 24, it goes to Dr. Enough. Number 23, I'm going to go with Sundrop. The main issue I have with this one is that it's not very memorable. It's very forgettable. And that partially has to do with the fact that this soda really lacks flavor, in my opinion. Like a real memorable flavor that can actually trigger your memory. As like if someone asks you, hey, what does Sundrop taste like? And then you just don't want to answer them. I have no idea, man. I don't remember. So Sundrop comes in here, number 23. Number 22, I'm going to go with Boeing Tropical Drink. The main reason why I have this low, even though I do thoroughly enjoy this drink, it's because it's not a soda, and that's facts. But I decided to review it here on this channel because going into the review, I actually had no idea whether or not this was a soda, so that was my bad on my part, but it was still a great experience, so I decided to review it anyway. So, great flavor experience, but it's not objectively a soda, so that's why it has to come in here, number 22, but it's still great. Number 21 is Salva Vidas Lemon Soda. It does have too strong of a taste for my own personal liking, but it does have a very unique flavor, which is a plus for me. At least it's trying to be a little bit original there. Number 20 is Boiling Cane Cola. Now, this one is very interesting. And you could basically say that about the flavor experience as well. This soda has a very unique flavor experience, and it puts a lot of emphasis on the cane flavor. Sugar cane flavor, for that matter. So, Boiling Cane Cola coming in here, number 20, solid. Number 19 is Real Sugar Dr. Pepper. In my opinion, it's not as good as regular Dr. Pepper, and, you know, Real Sugar Dr. Pepper actually came out before High Fructose Corn Syrup Dr. Pepper, and this is one of those cases where I believe the copy actually outdid the original, and you could basically say the same for another soda we'll get to very, very soon. Okay, now moving on to number 18, I'm going to go with Big K Cola, the supermarket brand of Coca-Cola. So it has a great flavor to it, but, you know, tries to copy Coke, which isn't really necessarily a bad thing, but all in all, I would like these unique colas to be a little bit more original in my book. So, Big K Cola coming in here at number 18. Number 17, I'm going to go with Sioux City Sarsaparilla Root Beer. I find the mix of root beer and sugarcane to be very interesting, and it's very foamy, which means it has more flavor to it, which is always a plus. And on that note, I actually have a new root beer here today. This is Frost Stop Root Beer that I got at an Ace Hardware here in Tucker, Georgia, of all places. I will be reviewing that in episode 11, so you can basically look forward to that. Now getting back to the list. Number 16 is 7-Up. Really great citrus flavored drink. The flavor is just absolutely spot on. It has a great level of fizziness. It's just absolutely amazing. Number 15, I'm going to go with Squirt. I love the grapefruit flavor of this drink, and it has a very memorable and a very unique taste to it. So that's always a plus. Like, grapefruit sodas. So far, these grapefruit sodas that I've reviewed here are just absolutely amazing. I love Squirt. What more do you want me to say? Number 14 is I'm going to go with Yoli. Now these two could be interchangeable, because Yoli, basically, in my opinion, is Mexico's take on Sierra Mist. Because this definitely reminds me a lot of Sierra Mist, which we'll get to later on in the list. It has a phenomenal flavor and of course great fizziness levels. It's a really great soda. Number 13, I'm going to go with Mexican Fanta. In general, I'm just a really huge fan of orange flavored drinks, and it resembles Fanta, which is one of my all-time favorite sodas, but it's not on this list. That'll be coming up in the second batch, along with Dr. Pepper, along with Mr. Pibb, along with Cheerwine, along with these, a lot of other sodas here, and of course, this soda right here. So, with that said, Mexican Fanta coming in here at number 13. Number 12 is RC Cola. Now, RC Cola is a bit of an interesting one for me. It has a very noticeable aftertaste, a very strong aftertaste, which is the main positive I will give it. And it also has a very sweet taste, which is always a plus in my opinion. And also, some people say that RC Cola is the perfect marriage between the tastes of Coke and Pepsi. I would say it's one of them. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I would say it's one of them, because another soda on this list does it even better than RC Cola. We'll get there. Number 11 is Mexican Sprite. Now, this one, it does have less flavor compared to the American version of Sprite, and it very much resembles Yoli. Like, there is a lot of similarities between Mexican Sprite and Yoli, in my opinion. Very, very similar sodas. Number 10, I'm going to go with Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Now, these top 10 picks are in contention for some of my all-time favorite sodas. So, number 10 here is Canada Dry Ginger Ale. The taste is just absolutely majestic. The fizziness is on another freaking level with this soda. And of course, it's perfect for an upset stomach, as I've said in the review in the video where I actually talked about that soda. So, there's that. Now, we're going to move ahead into number 9, which is going to be Real Sugar Pepsi. It's the same thing that Real Sugar Dr. Pepper does. It has a very stark flavor, and again, it's not really that good compared to its high fructose corn syrup counterpart, in my opinion. Again, it's another one of those cases where I believe a copy actually outdid the original. But all in all, Real Sugar Pepsi, just absolutely awesome, and I love it. Coming in here at number 8 is Red Rock Cane Cola, my favorite sugarcane soda as of right now. It has a very sweet flavor, and it has a majestic aftertaste. I absolutely adore Red Rock Cane Cola, and for all of you fans who all of you fans of sugarcane sodas, I highly recommend you check out Red Rock Cane Cola, because it's so freaking amazing. Number 7 is Coca-Cola. Yes, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, sodas out there. It has a great amount of fizziness, but in my opinion, it's lacking flavor. It's still a great experience. It just lacks flavor, in my opinion. And here in Atlanta, they do sell a lot of Coke. They do sell a lot of Coke because this is where Coke was made, in the late 1890s, if my soda history is correct. So with that said, Coca-Cola coming in here at number 7. Number 6 is Mexican Pepsi. It has what the American version of Pepsi is lacking, in my opinion, and that is fizziness. The American version of Pepsi still works even with its lack of fizziness, but Mexican Pepsi just has what the American version of Pepsi is lacking, in my opinion. So, and of course, the flavor, the overall experience is just fantastic all around. But number 5, Mexican Coke, slightly overtakes it because it has been in my life a little bit longer, and therefore it holds a special place in my heart. But again, like I said in episode 8, part 1, Mexican Pepsi and Mexican Coke could easily be interchangeable because I love those two sodas pretty much equally. But with Mexican Coke, another stark difference is that it has more flavor than its American counterpart, which is why I prefer Mexican Coke over American Coke. So there's that. Number 4, I'm going to go with Sierra Mist. It's my favorite non-caffeine soda. It's a great drink, if you really wanted to put it that way. The citrus flavor is just perfect, even though it is a lemon lime flavored drink. The citrus flavor is just so freaking amazing. And it's basically the soda, the number 1 soda I get whenever I'm not allowed to have like super caffeine and authoritative enforced soft drinks, if that makes sense. So number 4 is Sierra Mist, and the same can be said for number 3, Sprite. It is, in my opinion, the best blend. Words, water dive. It's the best blend of citrus flavor and the correct amount of fizziness. It's just the perfect marriage between flavor and fizziness within a lemon lime flavored soda. And of course, this soda was another one of the first sodas I was exposed to, so like with Mexican Coke, this soda holds a very special place in my heart. So number 3 is Sprite. Number 2 is Double Cola. I absolutely adore Double Cola. And like what I said when I was talking about RC Cola, how people say that how RC is basically the perfect marriage between Coke and Pepsi, like those two flavors. In my opinion, that award has to go to Double Cola. It has the fizziness of Coke, but the flavor of Pepsi. It's just so great. And you can even look at it vice versa. Flavor of Coke and fizziness of Pepsi. It's just the perfect marriage between the two. And I really like it. I really love it. And of course, if you've been following this series since the very start, you automatically know what number 1 is. It's Pepsi. It has a majestic and very memorable experience, and it's my go-to soda and my all-time favorite. But if there's one negative I do have to point out, it does lack a little bit of fizziness, but that's just basically a nitpick, because Pepsi still works either way for me. But yeah, Pepsi easily coming in here at number 1. Everything else was pretty much a chore to get through. And if you're wondering why I have these papers here in front of me, because these are all the notes that I took on this list. But neither here nor there. With that said, that concludes this edition of Coda of Soda. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is WaterDive 122 signing out, ready to dive and more fun on YouTube. Thanks for watching.